Okay. So write a program to retrieve the employee details and calculate the net salary and print it. So for that, we are using the some variables, local variables, that is VENO, VName, VSalary, VCommission, net. So these are the variables I am taking. And for the employee number, runtime parameters I am assigning here ampersand employee number. So begin returning data from the table using this. Select a ename salary commission into LV underscore LV underscore. We are not taking LV underscore here. We are using the V underscore V name V salary V commission from EMP, where employee number is equals to VENO. So this is the query we are taking. Select the ename salary commission into VName V salary V commission from EMP table, where employee number is equals to VENO. So VENO value where it will comes? It will come from here in the runtime. So calculating the net salary is equals to V salary plus annual of commission comma 0. Why? Because we are having the commission column null values are there, so that we have to use the annual function here. Compulsory. Wherever null values you are dealing with the null values, then you have to use the annual function. Annual function is annual of expression 1 comma expression 2. If expression 1 is null, it will consider the expression 2 value. If expression 1 is not null, then it will consider the expression 1 itself. So here DVMS output. So after calculating the net value, printing the employee details are so VNO, VName, VSalary, VCommission, and net salary. So employee number 7839 I am giving. 7839 is having king details. It is employee number, employee name, salary, and there is no commission, so that net salary is calculated only with this. V salary plus annual of commission comma 0, that is 5000 only it came. Suppose if you use this 7566, then also 2975 Jones. Suppose if I write a program like this, select declare LV underscore ename aircraft of 20, begin, select ename into LV underscore ename from EMP. So what it will do, it is trying to fetch all the employee names into this LV underscore ename column. Okay, so from the ename column, all the employees enames will be fetched, and it is trying to store into LV underscore ename variable. So within this local variable, it is trying to store the value, and it will print this using this LV underscore ename. But what will happen? So select into class, it will holds only at a time one record only, so that it is going to throw the error. Exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. So that means here I am getting the 14 records. That 14 records it is going to store into this LV underscore ename, but it will fail, so that it is going to give the error here. So to fetch the only one record, we have to use the where class condition here, where employee number is equals to 1566 something, any number you can give. Then it will fetch that ename here. So whenever giving the where class condition, that means it is going to fetch only one record. That means in the select into class, it will hold only at a time one record only. So that is one value only it is going to hold, so that whenever you are getting the multiple values, then it will throw the error. What error it is giving? Exact return fetch more than the requested number of rows. This is the error number ORA-014 22. So these error numbers also you have to remember. Same way, you can have the another example for this. Declare LV underscore enum varchar of 20. Select enum into LV underscore enum from EMP table where department number is equals to 20. So what it will do for the department number, it will verify, and within this department number, how many enums are there that will going to fetch and try to store in this enum. But we need, as per the select into class, it will store only one record so that it will throw the error again. So these are the how not to use the queries. That is the example for here. Declare LV underscore sum of salary, LV underscore department number. Begin, select sum of salary, comma, department number into LV underscore sum salary, comma, LV underscore department number from EMP. Group by department number. Okay. So when this query executed separately, what will happen? So I'm going to execute this query separately without commenting this. Now we can remove this one. Okay. Select sum of salary, comma, department number from EMP, group by department number. Then I'm getting the values, multiple values I'm getting here. Okay. But select into class will hold only at a time one record so that it is going to throw the error here. When you use like this, it is going to throw either exact fetch returns more than requested number of rows. So this is about the select into class. You can use the some of the examples. So main thing in this select into class is how to be get the value from the table. That value should be one record or one value. That only it will store into this local variables. So now I'm having this table. I'll truncate the data in. Okay. In this table, both the tables I'm going to insert using this SQL block. So I want to insert some values into these two tables. So then I can use this begin dbms output underscore enough employee details here. Insert into EMP1 values 1 comma a comma HR null is that 2000 salary commission null department number. So 3 records I'm going to insert into this EMP1 table and 2 records I'm going to insert into this DEPT table. Okay. So before that, I will try to remove this existing data. That will be good. Compare table EMP1. So now both the tables doesn't have any records. Now I am going to insert using this PLSQL block. So begin dbms output underscore enough employee details. I'm using the 3 insert statements and commit. After that, for the department details, 2 insert statement and commit. So normally when in the SQL, how we are going to insert? Using the insert statement only we are going to insert, but you have to execute how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 insert statement, 1 commit for this table. Same way, 2 insert statement, 1 commit for this other table. Total how many? So here 4 plus 3, 7. 7 times you have to execute the queries. But in the PLSQL, what we are doing? All the statements we are putting in the one block here. This is called as a begin and end, called as a block, anonymous block. This is called as a anonymous block. Here declare is not using. Why? Because we are not defining any variables. So with the existing values in the table, so with that only we are using, so that here extra variables are not required. So that declare also I am not taking here. That is the what we told is declare also optional, so that here no need to mention here, only executable section that is mandatory. So that in the executable section where insert statements are kept it here. So now when you execute this, how many times it will execute? Altogether for the how many inserts here? 3 plus 2, 5 plus 2 comments 7 and 2 DBMS outputs 9. Total 9 statements here. So at a time it will be executed with a single run only. Okay. So employee details, department details, it is printed. But what is the output? How we will say? So it is inserted into table, so that we have to check these tables here. Correct? Star from MP. The 3 records is it inserted here. Same way, select star from DEPT1. 2 records are inserted here. Okay. Using the PLSQL block, we are inserting the values into table. So we can do update also in the PLSQL blocks. Not only insert, you can do update and delete also. You can perform using this PLSQL blocks. So for this, I'm using the begin and within this employee details, I'm inserting some records here. Okay. So same records I'm inserting here and update EMP1 salary is equals to 20,000 where employee number is equals to 2 I'm giving. So before that, I'll truncate better. Truncate the EPT1, truncate EMP1 also. Now there is no data here. So now I'm going to use this begin insert into employee table and insert into the EPT table and again updating the EMP1 table. Set salary is equals to 20,000 where employee number is equals to 2. That means for this employee we are inserting 3,000 here. After inserting, so we are updating the value to 20,000. When you run this and also delete from the EPT1 where department number is equals to 20. We are inserting 2 records here and from these 2 records, 1 record I am deleting. And after that, I am using the rollback, not the commit here. Okay. So for these 2, I am using the commit command. Insert statement and update statement, I am using the commit. Whereas for the delete, I am using the rollback. Okay. Details are select the star from EMP1. Same way, select star from DEPT1. So before that, if you verify this record is got updated with the 20,000. But we inserted with the 3,000 here. Same way, you can verify this DEPT1 table. Both the records exist. We use the delete statement, but after delete, what we are using? Rollback, so that it is not deleted the record. So simple single statement I can insert using this. Begin insert into DEPT1 values 60 HR Hyderabad. TBMS output inserted. Now check this table here. Card record got inserted here. Same way if you want to update, so you can use the update command in the begin and between this begin and end. Begin update DEPT1 set location is equals to K where department number is equals to 60. Present what is the location? HYD it is there. I am going to modify this with UK. So see, this is the updated message that is displaying here. When you check the table, it is updated with UK here. Okay, this is about the select into class. So it will hold only one record at a time. So within this, we can insert using the anonymous block. We are inserting, updating, deleting also doing. Okay. So any doubts in this? Okay. So we'll continue with another topic that is control structure. Okay. Tomorrow we'll continue with the control structure. Are you people practicing the queries? Everyone practicing the queries or only viewing the recorded sessions? Venkatesh? Hello? Sai? Sai Gangadhar? Are you able to listen my voice?
Sir, practice చేస్తున్నాం.
Yes, sir.
ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తున్నారా లేదా?
ఇప్పటి వరకు అయితే క్లాస్ మొత్తం మళ్ళీ వింటున్నాం సార్ టోటల్ మా సిస్టమ్ లో ఆడి
మీకు కనెక్షన్ తీసుకున్నారా? రిమోట్ కనెక్షన్ ఇలాంటి ఇన్స్టాల్ చేయించుకొని మీరు కంపల్సరీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తేనే మీకు ఇవన్నీ గుర్తుండేది. ఓకే, ఓన్లీ రికార్డెడ్ చూస్తే మీకు గుర్తుండదు. అది రియల్ టైంకి వచ్చేటప్పటికి మీకు ప్రాబ్లం అవుతుంది. ఓకే, సో మీరు ఇచ్చిన ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ దాంతో మీరు ఓన్గా కొన్ని ప్రాక్టీస్ చేసుకుంటూ ఉంటేనే మీకు అది గుర్తుంటుంది. తర్వాత రియల్ టైం ఎగ్జాంపుల్స్ రియల్ టైం వర్క్లో మీరు చేసుకోగలుగుతారు. ఓన్లీ నేను చెప్పింది చూసేసి ఇలాంటి వీడియో రికార్డింగ్ చూసేసి చేసేసామంటే కుదరదు అది. ఓకే, సో మీరు మళ్ళీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయాలి. నేను ఇచ్చిన నోట్స్ తీసుకొని మళ్ళీ ప్రాక్టీస్ చేస్తూ చేయండి. ఓకే,
సార్ హలో
చెప్పండి.
సార్ కెన్ యూ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ టోడ్ ఆల్సో సమ్ టాపిక్స్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ ఇన్ టోడ్ అప్లికేషన్?
ఓకే ఓకే, చెప్తాను. నేను రేపు చెప్తాను మీకు అది.
ఓకే ఓకే
ఓకే, 5 minutes is there. Okay, so just I will open and show you how it will be. డిఫరెన్స్ ఏముండదు టోడ్కిను దీనికి. ఏంటంటే కొన్ని మెనూస్ డిఫరెన్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఇట్ ఇస్ టోడ్ అప్లికేషన్. షేర్ చేస్తాను.
అయిపోయిన ఆర్డర్
పొద్దునే
స్క్రీన్ కనిపిస్తుందా మీకు?
are you able to see?
So this is the Toad. When you open the Toad also, it will ask for the which schema you want to connect. First, we have to configure this schema details everywhere. So that will be given by your employer. So here it is the app schema only we are connected using this connection details. Glow.dev.com and port
My,
is
my screen.
821 VAS. So once you connect, so it will open a window here. One minute, it is this one it is showing. Okay, this is the Toad application. So once you connect, or if you want to use new connections here, in the new connections, it will be whatever the schemas is there and what are the database connections are, this will be available in this here. You can configure like this apps, then its password, host name, port, VAS, how we configured in the SQL developer. Same way, you have to configure here also. Once you connected, then this will be new sheet, it will open here. Here you can use the same. What are the queries you are running in the SQL developer, same queries you can run here also. Only the difference is so if you see that there is a red symbol, this is error in this line. So automatically it will tell that whether any error, syntax errors are there in this, immediately it will display in the starting of this line. Suppose if your every query is correct, it is not displaying anything. So if any mistake is there, then it is displaying the error here. See that syntax errors or anything. When I execute this, only difference if you see this here, messages, data grid, trace, DBMS output, this is disabled. DBMS output means whatever we are using here in this SQL developer, this window, DBMS output is there. Same it will be available in this one window only here. You have to connect like this using the turn on output, DBMS output, it is on now. Okay. So once you execute, you will get the data grid. In the data grid, you will get the output here. So on SQL output is there, explain plan is there, query viewer. Query viewer means what are the query we have run now, that query is displaying here. If you see this here, first query select star from EMP. Before that, we have used select star EMP. That is the error. Status also it is displaying here. Error, this is finished. So like this, some of the options only difference, but main execution is same here. Whether you execute in the Toad or if you execute in the SQL developer, output will be the same only. So same query if I execute this one. Same query, I'm going to insert here, execute here. So only the difference you have to compulsory use the terminator in this, that is / after the each query. Otherwise, it will throw the error. Suppose in the SQL developer, this semicolon is okay. Okay, this will be end of this query. But in the Toad, you have to use the this / compulsory between the two queries. Otherwise, it will one space. I don't know why it is taking some time, but same queries it will execute. My system is slow or some issue with the code. Might be some issue with my Toad, so I need to restart my system. Okay, tomorrow I will explain in the Toad also. Okay, so it is taking too much time here. It should execute immediately. But only difference is for this, these menus only. Remaining same. It will be, suppose if you want to describe, you can use the right click on table name and describe. It will open this one pop-up window like this here. Okay, in this you will have the script, it is there. So in the SQL developer, if you open this, this will be somewhat different in this describe. Okay, pop-up describe means you will get some other information here, and here in the Toad you will get extra information. That is only the difference compared to the SQL developer and Toad. If you see this script is there, partitions are there, grants are there, synonyms, editing, constraints. So everything will be there in this one menu. But coming to the SQL developer, we have the only few menus is there. So if you want more menus, you can use this in this open declaration. In the open declaration, you will have the extra information which is in the code. It is displaying all the information will be there. So for that, you can use this here. You can open this one and open declaration. Then it will open the SQL. So same, if you see this here, it is displaying some information, whereas in the Toad you are having the script, you are having some extra information also here. Okay, table space, storage, everything it is displaying, but whereas here it is displaying in some other format only. That is only the difference. But when you execute the queries, output will be the same, whether you execute in the SQL developer or you execute in the Toad, output will be same only. Okay, once tomorrow after restarting Toad my work finds, then I will explain it in the Toad also. But most of them, it will be used in the SQL developer only in the real time. Why? Because Toad, it is a licensed version, you have to purchase that. Most of the companies won't purchase it because of the license. This is the SQL developer is a free version. That is the reason everywhere you will use SQL developer only main. 90% will use SQL developer, 10% will use Toad application. But you should be aware of both the applications. Okay, so only difference is if you see here the schema browser is there. There also it will be there. Okay, all the options are same, but only visually it is somewhat different. It is there. That is only the different. Okay. We'll continue tomorrow. Any other doubts?